course I will do so. Coming over as one of the most recent members of the UCA, and also I think what we are as a German company, I'm based in Hamburg, and we are now entering the American market and be here. And this I would like to show you why we are, or what we are doing here, what we are thinking, what means technology and how we can put technology together with one aim, how we can really increase investments in renewable energies. And I think it was really, like you this morning have told what has been at your last slide, where you said, okay, look, what we have really to do is finding investments, really get the money in there. And Steve as well, what you have told us before, how to make it really to be a business. And we have to make it as a business, so that this is finally an asset class, and all these asset classes are coming, so that investors are going to into the clean energy. But not only in the States, but more as well on the global level. I think we are lacking of capital just at 2030 of $1.8 trillion. There is a really bunch of money what we need to invest and to find. So where it comes from. And this was originally as well our idea when we stepped into this whole business and we're talking, okay, how we can use all these new technologies coming around. What means smart data analytics, all this kind of stuff, and especially then using the IoT and the AI really to create a business. And we are calling ourselves as an Intelitech, really providing data intelligence. And data intelligence in a way that we are doing data analytics as a service to our clients. And our clients are investors, but also lending banks. So we are talking to this gentleman and say, okay, do not fear to invest in renewable energies. Take your money and put it there. We are using all the technology what we already have invented, really to watch out if your investment is safe. So, and there we said, okay, yeah, how we can in the end handle the data is coming. So this is just a graphic I would like to show you. IBC, as long as he asked you as what we are talking about, how much data we have to handle in the future. When we are talking here today, we have something like 40 zettabytes. Zettabytes is then up to 21. That's a big number. But just to increase where we are coming, by 2025, and then just increasing to 35. So how we are handling it. And that means as well that you of course have to think about, servers on-premise will be for sure not the future. It's the cloud, it's the private cloud, it's the public cloud. Not talking about public cloud, of course, governmental, I would think it will be something like private cloud approach to keep this data, or to put this to the database, to have them for further analytics. And this is where we see as well, bringing these things together, because IoT means, IoT is for us the most important thing at the beginning, how we connect the machines, how we find machine-to-machine connectivity, getting the data out into the database. And then we have the AI performing all the analytics stuff, and then having this great development, what Michael also has mentioned this morning, they're coming down there, the levelized cost of energy is decreasing. And we are currently on $43 per megawatt hour in production as well for wind and solar. So, but it's not the end. And we see it's really still going down. And thanks to Marianne as well showing us the slide, what's going on, where we have the possibility of PV, what's going on. It's so great to see. And I used this slide almost 7 years ago, the first time, when I see it, okay, where are the different points, what is much more now, and really see, okay, wow, cool. So there are really great things coming, so the technology steps ahead. And I put a lot of efforts to really see, okay, what is the life cycle when we have the research until it goes really to be something that we can use as business. There's something like 9 years, at least what we need as a circuit to bring this. But the great thing is, seeing that, wow, there is still the price dropping. Price dropping means at the end that we are creating an asset class which is really profitable. And even if we are showing around where the price levels of kilowatt hours currently is in the production. And in Germany we are facing currently a problem, it's too low, so we still need some CDD. Spain, a different story. There we have a price of around 4 or 3 euro cents per kilowatt hour, perfectly working, and this is just great to see where we're going. So then we said, okay, we built up our own IoT platform, which is called Aristoteles. And Aristoteles is our platform, is really capturing technical data and financial data or meteorological data to perform analytics. And this is what we all would achieve, what we're achieving is really minimize investment risk, maximize returns, and create the highest transparency. This is exactly what capital is asking for, and this we are providing to the capital side, investors and lending banks. And by everything that we are doing, and when I do this discussion as well with banks, of course, everything that we are doing here is not just providing this one. In the end, we are talking about efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. Efficiency in the operations of plants, but also, of course, efficiency in forming up new organizational setups, much leaner organizations, much leaner company structures. I think this is the great thing of inventing and bringing this in place. Just to show you how we have them put it, just look at the states. One important thing is that we are connecting us all the time direct to the assets and getting the data from the assets. So database, what we have built up, which is Aristoteles in the cloud, connecting to each of the asset itself, so that we have the data source from the asset. So there's nothing going on, everybody has the original database. This is quite important if you're talking then to operation maintenance and how this works, but we need original data. And based on this database, we are then doing our analytics and they're coming into Aristoteles. And this is not just a colored front end or a nice dashboard. It's not like, okay, we can facilitate the reporting. Of course we are, but it's a completely new thinking how you are generating or how you're creating new organization setups. And this is a deep understanding what means IoT and what means AI for the future. This is still what we are going to bring out. Is honestly, we still need a lot of work and convincing words. The people are not really understanding. And they are still in fear of having this, I don't like it, but this is the name, what means disruption as well to different organization layers. And this is where we see, okay, don't have a fear of that, what we bring in there. No, it's generating much more. It's much more, it's we are getting into a business and setup and supporting organization setups. What we have done, of course, knowing if you're just seeing the slight increasing of data, what we have done, we have teamed up with SAP. And SAP is our big technology partner on a worldwide scale. So in such a way, everything that we can do with data, we are fully scalable. The scalability is there, 100%. So the integrating a 10 kilowatt peak rooftop until an 800 megawatt offshore wind farm is easily done. And we are connecting ourselves without any edge device approach, so we have our Docker containers, we are optimized going into these data systems and taking out the data, which is then used for all our analytics. And bringing this, as I just mentioned before, as well to our clients. You've seen the passwords at the first slide I've put in there. And of course we are seeing as well what we are currently implementing. Machine learning, predictive analytics is for us a big case. In the TechEd in Barcelona, we will present our newest release that we have done together with the data scientists, with SAP and our data scientists, how we can really perform predictive analytics for wind turbines. In which respect we are doing this. I'm a big fan of augmented analytics. Augmented analytics is really coming, and this is for sure part of machine learning, but also the approach is to deep learning. This is all about mathematics. Everybody knows with you, when I'm talking here to scientists. I'm not a scientist, but this is a lot of maths and minds, data scientists into the company. I'm already, okay, wow, looks quite complicated, and they're doing great stuff. And this, yeah, honestly, but it's really amazing how we are doing coding and what the things what we are getting out of that. And augmented analytics is for us, of course, for the future. Augmented means why, predictive is the what. So how we are canning, and this is experience data what we got. We have to, of course, know where the why comes, augmented analytics, and where the what is, predictive analytics. So, but this is for sure handling the big data is one approach what we have to see for the future as well. And for our side as well, is at the end the demand side economics approach. By knowing as well, okay, where we have the demand side, where should really the demand to put the supply, not just putting the supply, not knowing where the demand is. So AI is supporting, of course, all this approaching to have a demand-side approach for power generation. And especially what we are doing with Hanno Schoklitsch here as well, of course, here in the States, and we are looking forward really to entering the market and bring this out. But of course, if you see the rest of the world, if you're talking about emerging markets, this of course should accelerate as well the investment in emerging markets. As we are having all the time the technical, we have the financial data, and even we are going directly to the bank accounts. So at the end, all these black channel approaches, the fear of disappearing money shouldn't be anymore, as we're using really the approach of getting the data out and using them then for further analytics in the database. So this is our principle, and I would like to just give you, this is one of the final picture. Aristotle and everything what we're doing here on renewables level is of course not just limited to renewables. Integrating, of course, when talking to investors, can we integrate as well conventional firehouses? Of course we can, as well doing the analytics there. And it's super interesting stuff. The missing link we still have for the future is the storage. And the storage which is then finally working as well on market level, so that we have an asset class which is not subsidized, but really working on market standards. So coming there, putting in, integrating this energy grids and IoT. Of course, we have all this cybersecurity. I'm here absolutely linked to SAP, there is cybersecurity. But what we are doing is not doing operational level. This remains on the operational level. We are going really with the capital side to give the capital the trust of the investment. So this is a bit different setup. It's not just related to energy companies, but it's related to repeating myself, really the capital side. But as we all know, the most important thing is the money. Without the money, we can't do anything. And this is what we are really urging, really, and speeding up, what Steve also has mentioned, you might as well, so we see as well that maybe the things are going much faster as we originally thought. And that means we have to speed up. And speed up means we need the money. We need to convince the capital. And this is what we are really bringing out, and I really also urge all of you here, that we need the capital investments, but we need as well strategic alliances. We need all the gentlemen like you in here really to make the commitment that we push the things ahead. And it's pushing the things ahead. And therefore we also here has just one approach for the future, and this means together. It doesn't matter if you stay on the left side or the right side, there's just one word that means together. Thanks a lot.